My name is Devyn Jennings, and 13 weeks ago, I moved into my first ever apartment in Boston, where I almost missed out on meeting one of my best friends. I'm a rising senior at the University of Vermont. I'm studying health and society and biology, and this semester I worked as a community organizing fellow at JPNDC. When the rooming assignment popped up on my phone, I immediately opened it. I'll never forget staring at the email, and next to my future roommate's name was NTU, National Taiwan University. I didn't know that semester in the city worked with colleges outside of New England, much less colleges in Asia. Nonetheless, I was determined to make a good impression and did what anyone else would do and started learning Chinese on Duolingo. Finally, move-in day came, and after lugging my fourth container of junk up the stairs, I finally realized I may have overpacked. As I reflected on how disastrous the room looked, my roommate walked in. I immediately felt embarrassed. I looked at her 2 suitcases compared to my mountain of reusable bags piled on the floor, and I tried my best to make a good impression, but I could tell from the look on her face that I had overwhelmed her. Over the next couple days, Coco and I had brief conversations, but there would be long silences in our room that would leave me feeling uneasy. One evening, I noticed that Coco only had a thin blanket covering her bed. She had taken to wearing her winter jacket to sleep in, and in the dead of February, I decided that that was unacceptable. I worked up the courage to offer her one of my blankets. With a red face and shaky hands, I asked if she would like to borrow it, and for the first time in 3 days, we had a real conversation. I felt relieved as we bonded over love of Monet, cute sweaters, and Snoopy. With the ice broken, Coco soon had a real comforter, courtesy of my dad and Amazon Prime, and we began to talk nightly about what we missed about home or whatever came to mind. I can't be entirely sure when it happened, maybe when I watched Coco see snowfall for the first time, or during our many movie nights, but somewhere along the way, my roommate had turned into one of my dearest friends. Months later, when she jokingly asked about my first impression of her, I told her this story, and she laughed, saying, "I was just jealous you could bring so much stuff." And I thought you would want to talk to me because I was Asian. We laughed at how silly our preconceived notions had been, and how we almost missed out on such a wonderful friendship. And in that moment, I felt lucky to have a roommate like Coco. A roommate who cuts me fruit when I feel sick, blow dries her hair in the living room when I'm sleeping, and who always wants to show me her new cooking skills, is there to listen when I've had a long day. I am so grateful for a roommate like Coco, and I'm so grateful my roommate is from Taiwan.